All right, hello there, people. It's me, Red Lightning Bow 97 again. You could say another. Okay, here's the thing. I guess yeah, the crowd had a little mixed response coming from, TNA's Impact, which is back in December 12, I think. Yeah, December 12. That's what's going on right there. Let me tell you, man. I thought the athleticism, the teamwork, and the participation was really great in this show. Just really great. I'm telling you, man. Just fantastic. I give this a thumbs up right there. Even though the thing about the number 23, it involved a returning wrestler, which I'm not familiar with. Because the thing about Tessa Blanchard, I'm not familiar with it, but just like I said earlier, the more we know, the better and stuff right here. And I'm not kidding. I mean, based off of what I was told about this wrestler, I'm just really thinking, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, we're bringing that kind of person back on TNA right there, despite a little rough history and a little, habit that this person did and stuff right there and all that. But anyway, I don't want to go into too much details about it. So anyway, let's go with the, TNA's Impact show, how things went and stuff right there. But anyway, so how this show started off with Moose kicking off the show, vowing to make the X Division Championship the most important title in TNA wrestling. Moose says that he doesn't need the fans to go down as the greatest X Division champion of all time before Cody Deaner interrupts and credits the fan with helping him regain his love for professional wrestling. Where Moose just reminds Deaner that he hasn't won a match since he put his career in the hands of the people and stuff. And only does Deaner think that he can win a match and stuff, he could say, but he can also win the X Division Championship, where Moose delivers a cheap shot to Deaner and stuff right there and stuff, which leads to an impromptu X Division title match going underway and stuff right here and all that. You could say and all that, and you could say this show was followed by the Final Resolution and stuff, which I'm going to talk about later on, stuff right there. So anyway, yeah, the X Division champion Moose versus Cody Deaner and stuff, with the X Division championship right there, with Deaner getting the advantage by pulling down the top rope, sending Moose tumbling to the floor and stuff. Is Deaner just traps Moose in a series of pinfall attempts right here and all that. I mean, stuff. I mean, now the tag teams in this show I like the most, man. I really did and stuff right there. Even though one of the tag teams resulted in disqualification and stuff right here and all that. Right there, I got a little bit confused right there, because apparently, just TNA doesn't really show everything in their YouTube channel. They don't really show like the entire parts of their shows and stuff, but they do that more often than what AEW and WWE does. I appreciate that, at least. I mean, at least they upload more full matches, you could say, at least, and stuff. But anyway, yeah, we get Moose bouncing back with the Uranage, followed by a spear to retain his title and stuff right here and all that. But you got the X Division champion Moose defeating Cody Deaner, which results to the X Division championship right there and all that stuff right there. Honestly, I'm looking forward to talking about Final Resolution and stuff right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So yeah, you got right there the Moose retaining the X Division championship right there. Before we also have Moose just wanting to turn his attention towards his X Division title defense against Kushida, and at Final Resolution and stuff right there. Before where we also have Gia Miller just interviewing First Class and Tasha Steelz ahead of tonight's blockbuster 6-person tag team main event right here, pitting them against the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth, Joe Henry, and Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich. Honestly, I gotta say this match right here, this had to be my most favorite one of all and stuff right there. I don't know, it just had to be, I mean, one of my more favorites and stuff right there, because I don't know, I really like the amount of wrestlers that they put in this match, the amount of stuff right there and the participation, because because it also included female wrestlers in the match too, along with the male wrestlers, you could say, and all that stuff. Really decent in my opinion, stuff right there. I thought it was good stuff and all that. So that started off with Gia Miller interviewing First Class and Tasha Steelz ahead of tonight's blockbuster. Like I said right there, you got AJ Francis and Tasha Steelz declaring victory in their respective championship matches at Final Resolution and stuff right there and all that. So yeah, I think that's what happened right there, where you get Mike Santana addressing the 4-way number 1 contenders match at Final Resolution, when he's interrupted by the Northern Armory, Josh Alexander and Mike Santana engaging in a heated war of words as well and stuff, before linking back to their prior battles in the tag team division stuff right there and all that. I'm telling you, stuff right here. So let me say, another thing I gotta say about that is, before Rosemary battles Jordan Grace at Final Resolution, Gia Brookside steps up to the Demon Assassin, you could say, the so-called Demon Assassin right there. Yeah, Yep, Christopher Jackson Demmer is right. That person better not mess up again, because I'm not okay. I'm not familiar with that wrestler, but based off of what I was told, that just had me thinking. No good. Okay, because I mean, and like I said earlier, it would have been pretty hilarious if the number 23 was actually Matt Riddle instead. I joked about that earlier and stuff right there and all that, but that doesn't matter as much. But anyway, yeah. And I really hope she doesn't mess up either, because I'm telling you, that did sound pretty bad and stuff. But either way, we get other than that, we have Rosemary battling Jordan Grace and stuff right there before Gia Brookside steps up to the Demon Assassin and stuff, like I said earlier. Where we also have Brookside building momentum with the head scissors takedown, followed by broken wings and stuff. Okay, good stuff right there and stuff and all that. As we also have Rosemary countering the Brooksy bomb into upside down on the ropes and stuff before Rosemary puts Brookside away with as above so below to win and all that. So anyway, you have it right there. Rosemary defeating Gia Brookside right there is the result right there and all that. So anyway. So yeah, Rosemary defeated Gia Brookside right here and all that stuff right there. So anyway, after that match, we get Rosemary looking to punish Brookside when Jordan Grace makes a save and stuff. I mean, I don't really see what's the point of that. You know, I'm telling you, man. Rosemary looking to punish Brookside when Jordan Grace makes a save. I mean, Rosemary already won this. I mean, I'm thinking, what's the point of still attacking her and stuff? It'd be kind of a little bit funny if the bell kept on ringing over and over and over again, just telling her to knock it off and stuff, because I've seen AEW do that before right there and all that stuff, I'm telling you. Yes, so anyway, so let me tell you, I'm just going to say, not only that, we also have Gia Miller informing Trent Seven that he'll go one-on-one with Ace Austin tomorrow night at Final Resolution before Austin confronts Seven about the betrayal of his former tag team partner, Mike Bailey. Oh, yep, I remember that. Yep, Trent Seven, he backstabbed Mike Bailey. And, dude, that was like almost a 30-minute match right there and stuff. And I'm not kidding. Yeah, that was a pretty hard loss for Mike Bailey. Let me tell you, I thought Mike Bailey was going to leave TNA because of that. I thought Mike Bailey was done. I thought he was done right there. What? I'm telling you, what gives? Like, dude, like this, yep, that was almost a 30-minute match. Don't get me wrong, this was a great match, but, dude, that was a really hard bump for Mike Bailey to lose that match that was almost 30 minutes, even though still good nonetheless. Far from a squash match, you could say, and all that. Stuff and all that. So anyway, you get Austin confronting Seven about the betrayal of his former tag team partner, Mike Bailey. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Bailey faces Trent Seven real soon and beats him. I mean, let's say if Mike Bailey faces Trent Seven in the future, I'm going for Mike Bailey. I'm going for Mike Bailey because, dude, that was a pretty hard loss. What happened? Mike Bailey lost a match that was almost 30 minutes, I'm going to say, and then what happened? He got backstabbed by his own friend. So, yeah, I'm giving Mike Bailey some credit. I'm going for Mike Bailey if he goes against Trent Seven, and I really want him to win because what else are we going to expect from Mike Bailey if he loses against Trent Seven? Good gosh, man. Kind of like what happened with Tony Storms and stuff. I'm really glad Tony Storms came back and all that. As tag team action takes over Impact, you could say, before we have the Rascals battling the duo of Leon Slater and Laredo Kid right here and stuff and all that. As the Rascals are in control of Zachary Wentz, ground Slater in the early going before Slater catches Trey Miguel with the running cutter and all that, allowing him to make the tag to Laredo. As you could say, as the pace quickens as the Rascals dive through the ropes and all that, taking out their opponents on the floor and stuff. Before the tide quickly turns as Laredo hits a dive of his own right there, followed by Slater's, daring leap over the corner ring post to the outside before Slater goes for the Swanton 450. But, Miguel catches him with the mid-air super kick before the Rascals put Laredo away with the top rope foot stomp right there and all that, which leads to the Rascals defeating Leon Slater and Laredo Kid right there and all that. I'm telling you right there and all that. I'm not kidding, man. The thing about, how do I say this? The thing about AJ Francis in the other match right there losing that, I feel he needs to step up his game right there and all that stuff right there, because it just looked like to me that, it feels like to me that, AJ Francis has been losing more matches than winning them, and yeah, that's why I want him to step up his game in a little bit. Yeah, AJ Francis needs to really step it up, I'm saying. That's what I think. That's what it looks like to me as of lately and stuff and all that. So other than that, you get the Rascals Yep, the Rascals, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel defeating Leon Slater and Laredo Kid. I thought Leon Slater was going to win that. I really thought he was, because I remember him facing Mike Bailey and stuff right there. That was a good match 2 weeks ago and stuff and all that. And as other than that, we get the system, promising to dominate that night for final resolution and stuff right there. Yeah, you could say the system didn't exactly hold back in addressing their TNA final resolution opponents and stuff right here and all that. So anyway, I gotta say, there was also a competition in the tag team division, continuing as Digital Media and International Heavyweight Wrestling Champion PCO uniting with Sami Callihan to battle the Powerhouse Alliance of Jake Something right here and Hammerstone right there. Okay, now Hammerstone also needs to step up his game too, just like AJ Francis, because I remember Hammerstone, he used to be in MLW and he left, and dude, I feel they need to give Hammerstone some more respect, man. I want Hammerstone to win more matches too, because I'm gonna have to be going for Hammerstone to win, along with AJ Francis later on and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to, because this is what I gotta go with. The wrestlers who lose more often as of lately or recently, I would have to go for, because they have to, step it up better and stuff and all that. It kind of makes sense if you think about it. So anyway, how to top this off? You get Jake Something jumping PCO before the opening bell, but it doesn't go according to plan as the PCO fights him off and stuff, with Hammerstone kneeing PCO from the apron and stuff here, right there. I'm not really surprised about this one, man, because you got PCO and Sami Callihan teaming up for this one. That looked very predictable to me, because Sami Callihan and PCO, they're good in their own way. You can say that they're pretty good in their own way. I was expecting them to win, because that is a pretty strong teamwork right there, pretty strong duo right there, which doesn't happen every day and stuff right there. They even fought each other at one point, at an earlier point, you could say, and all that. So anyway, you get this tide turning as Callihan clotheslines Hammerstone over the top before PCO dives through the ropes, taking out Jake Something on the floor before Hammerstone pits PCO with a steel chair, causing the disqualification. As Digital Media, my controller fell. But nevertheless, show was fantastic, I'm telling you. Really good stuff right there and all that. So anyway, you got PCO diving through the ropes for taking out Something on the floor before Hammerstone hits PCO with the steel chair and stuff, causing the disqualification and stuff right there. Does it really have to be a disqualification because of one chair? Does it have to be? Was it really that bad? I'm probably going to have to double check, go back and look at it again, to see what I missed and stuff. But you got PCO diving through the ropes, taking out Something on the floor, and Hammerstone hits PCO with the steel chair, causing the disqualification. Do there really have to be a disqualification just for hitting him on the head with the chair? Do there have to be? What? Okay, so you have Digital Media and International Heavyweight Wrestling Champion PCO and Sami Callihan defeating Jake Something and Hammerstone by disqualification. So yeah, honestly, I don't know. To me, that feels kind of weird. I don't know what to say about this ending of the match right here and stuff. Let's say if I was a wrestler and I get hit in the head by a chair and stuff, and the whole thing decides that I win. I win for getting hit in the head by a chair? What? That would be kind of a weird way to win, but I wouldn't complain though and stuff right there and all that, because yeah, you got PCO getting hit with a steel chair, causing the disqualification, which gives him the win and stuff, and I think, what? That's a very odd way to win, because they could have just kept the match going. What's the point of stopping the match with a disqualification just because he got hit by a chair? I don't get that. They could have just kept the match going. Stuff right there. I do not get that part right there. Did he get hit that hard or anything, or is it that bad? So anyway, you got PCO and Sami Callihan defeating Jake Something and Hammerstone by disqualification. And after that match, you get the number 23 appearing once again, and like what Christopher Jackson Denver told me, it was Tessa Blanchard and stuff and all that. I'm telling you and stuff and all that. So anyway, yeah, that's what's been going on. So other than that, You get Heather by Elegance battling one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. Danny Luna and stuff, as the personal concierge is caught red-handed as he is ejected from ringside after tripping Luna from the outside before moments later, Heather distracts the referee as Ash by Elegance attacks Luna before Luna bounces back with the Blue Thunder Bomb, off the ropes and stuff, and Jody Threat neutralized Ash with the dive to the corner and stuff right there and all that. I'm telling you, man. But I was not kidding, man. I was really wondering what happened in the other match right there and all that. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Because I gotta say, let's just say, I'm telling you, let's say, imagine like if I get hit in the head by a controller, a darn controller in his head, and then suddenly I win a wrestling match. Like, what? I mean, I wouldn't complain, but it'll still feel weird to me. Let's say if I was like wrestling someone and they hit me in the head with something and stuff, like they hit me in the head right here, and then the officials decide that I win just for getting hit in the head by an object or something right there when the match could have been going. I'm telling you. So anyway, nevertheless, still a great match. You could say still a really great match. You can say and all that. So let me tell you. So other than that. What was it again? Oh yeah, that's right. The women's match right there. Where we have Danny Luna and Jody Threat defeating Heather by Elegance and Ash by Elegance. I mean, personally, I was going for, I was going for the two Elegances to win, but still a good match nonetheless. So how do we put this off? Heather by Elegance battling, battling one half of the world's Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. That's what happened right there before the personal concierge is caught red-handed. But other than that, you get Luna bouncing back with the Blue Thunder Bomb off the ropes before Jody Threat neutralizes Ash with a dive to the floor. And going back in the ring, Luna connects with the Luna landing on her Heather to win before the Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Danny Luna and Jody Threat wins the match right there and all that stuff right there. And I'm telling you, that one match could have kept on going, but no, they want to make it a disqualification because they decided that PCO was hitting the head too hard by a chair and stuff right there and all that. I'm telling you, hitting the head by a chair. I mean, like, what's up with that? Like, what is up with that? Like, was it really that bad? I'm telling you, stuff right there and all that. So anyway. So you could say for Friday during December 13th, TNA is supposed to come to center stage in a location, which we don't have to go over and stuff and all that right there for the sake of Final Resolution and stuff right there. I'm going to be talking about Final Resolution like sometime later, like tomorrow from this time and all that stuff right there. So yeah, I'm telling you, really good stuff nevertheless until that. So you could say champions and challengers at Final Resolution collide in tonight's 6-person tag team main event with the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth, Joe Henry Knockouts, and Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich versus First Class and Tasha Steelz and stuff before AJ Francis delivers a cheap shot, you could say, and all that. I'm telling you. As we have, the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth, Joe Henry Knockouts Champion defeat Slamovich First Class stuff and Tasha Steelz right there. So yeah. How to put this one off? You get champions and challengers right there in software where we have AJ Francis delivering a cheap shot to Nemeth from the apron. As you know, Steelz distracts the referee before Francis clobbers Nemeth with the Tennessee whiskey in the corner before First Class cuts off the ring and employs quick tags to wear Nemeth down and stuff before Nemeth gains the momentary advantage with an explosive DDT, which you could say Nemeth makes the much needed tag to Hendry before he goes on the assault, before Hendry puts his strength on display with the fall-away slam to Francis. Dude, I thought that was pretty good. Dude, I'm not kidding. I actually thought that was really good. The way Joe Henry picked up AJ Francis up in the air and slammed him. Okay, that was pretty cool right there. I thought that was pretty cool right there. Yep, really good stuff. I'm telling you, man, just fantastic, man. I like how he did that. He picked up AJ Francis right there, even though AJ Francis lost again, and AJ Francis needs to pick up his wins more, but still good match nevertheless. I'm telling you, and all that. But other than that, you get Hendry putting his strength on display with a fall-away slam to Francis before Hendry hits an attitude adjustment on Navarro, and Slamovich dives through the ropes, colliding with Steelz on the floor before Nemeth plunges Navarro with the danger zone to win the match for that team. You could say and all that, where you have Nick Nemeth, Joe Henry, Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich defeating AJ Francis and Casey Navarro and Tasha Steelz and stuff right here. Where you get Joe Henry getting fired up right there and stuff. I thought Joe Henry did a really fantastic job. I'm telling you, he just did fantastic. So I guess like after that match, you could say, you got after the match, Francis pulling Henry. Pulling Hendry to the outside and brawling and trying to make a brawl ensued. Yep, that's what happened right there, you could say. As you know, you got Francis having Slavage set up for a choke slam, but that's where she breaks free, biting his hand, stealing with steals, planting Slavage with a cutter, and Francis just takes Nima sky high for not one, but two thunderous choke slams. Two thunderous choke slam right there, I'm telling you. Before we have Francis standing tall with the TNA world title held high and stuff right there and stuff. I mean, I hope AJ Francis wins soon because one thing about me, I don't like seeing wrestlers lose too much. Let's see, whether they're an a-hole or a heel or something, or just doing bad choices. I mean, I don't want a wrestler to lose too many times in a row. I want them to keep up with their wins. At least keep their losses and losses and wins balanced. At least, Even if it was the wrestler Tessa Blanchard, I don't want her to lose too much either and stuff. That's the thing, even for her. That's my opinion right there and stuff. So anyway, so yeah. Another question is, could the first class's future be in TNA sites at final resolution? That's one question people have been asking and stuff right there. I'm telling you and all that. But let me tell you, man, I thought the show was good and stuff. I mean, I don't know whether to give this an 8 or a 9 out of 10 stuff right there and all that. Honestly, I think due to the disqualification that just felt a little bit random, because just for PCO getting hit in the head by a chair, I'm giving this show an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 right there. 8 out of 10, that's what I'm giving it. I'm telling you and stuff and all that. So yeah, I'm giving this TNA Impact 8 out of 10 and stuff and all that. So yeah, let me tell you and stuff right there. Like I've said before, this is Red Lightning Bow 97. About to end the video right here, right there, and all that stuff, because this is all I have to give to you people and stuff right there. All the stuff that went on in this week's TNA Impact and stuff and all that stuff, and I'll tell you. So yep, an 8 out of 10 this show I'm gonna have to give and stuff right there, due to the disqualification and some mixed responses, I think you could say, and all that right there. I mean, I honestly don't know what's up with that disqualification. I mean, I just don't get it. It was just a hit to the head by a chair, man. What? I mean, was it really that bad for it to be a disqualification? I mean, they could have kept the match going, just like I said earlier. That's the thing. I mean, they could have kept the match earlier. I mean, they could have the disqualification. I mean, so yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, this is all I have to give to you people in this video about TNA Impact right here. So yep, I wish I had more. Honestly, I wish I had more subscribers to properly say to stay tuned to my channel and stuff right there. But I only have like roughly around 10 people or so and stuff. But hopefully I get more in the future. So anyway, so yeah, remember, rock out and be there, guys. So yep, this is all I have to give to you people. And this is all the stuff that went on in TNA's Impact show. So yep, that's all I have to give. I'm going to have to end the video right here, with a good bye-bye until next time. Until next time, okay. Yep.